Good evening, everyone. I know it's late. It's been a long day, but I didn't forget my show, my Prove Me Wrong. I get really tired sometimes, and sometimes I think, why am I doing this? But then I remember, I got to keep doing this for all of us, not just myself. I have to continue to push for the truth, to make sure that this stops. I mean, I know you all keep saying, run for council. This is their job. Let them do it. And if you're so worried, go tell them to their face. All this stuff is so easily said, but you all don't really know. And it shows. I mean, it's really scary to think that we've let our laws go so much that we're just sitting here allowing these people literally daily to violate them. And we've allowed that. We have dropped the ball. We should have took it upon ourselves to look into this stuff. I mean, I know we put faith in our election board, and we put faith in our council members and leaders that they would abide by these laws, but that didn't happen. So we should have took it upon ourselves to look at this. So I'm not going to sit silent anymore. This is long enough. We have Judge Dahl is not the first judge to come here and behave this way, treat our people this way. No, she is not the first judge. We have dealt with numerous disrespectful, uneducated judges in our courtroom. And I just find it insane that they allow these people to just keep hiring them, when we have people here that are qualified and educated to be judges. People, I believe, that could honestly abide by this code. And that needs to be looked into. We have people that apply. You all put in this code our rights to be hired first. And I don't see why it would be any other way, because this is our land. All these people that are coming, that we're bringing, that are non-tribal, we're giving them another one of our members' money. This could go to one of our members' family. We could give somebody from here that salary. We need to start looking at that before we bring in all these people with these crazy backgrounds. Marlon Stevens, I just can't understand why we would bring these people into our reservation to do such important jobs. We need homes. We need homes. I see posts every day from these people that live around our reservation, our young men around here that are great carpenters. They build these beautiful homes, work on them, fix them. Why aren't we employing them? Why aren't we hiring our own people? My daughter's graduation last year had this white man and lady running around the field taking pictures all crazy. Where were our tribal photographers? Why didn't we have one of them there? Because we have a lot of tribal photographers that are really, really, really good. I mean, man, have you seen some of their work? Ivan Nisitama, great photographer. Ashley Davis, great. I mean, there's just so many. We have artists all over. My ex-brother-in-law, Willie. Get these people, these artists, and get them some equipment. Let's decorate our community. Let's paint this community, our bridges, our walls, fix our home. This is my goal. to turn this res around, to fix this. All of you say, well, run for council. Yes, let's do this. Let's fix it. Enough hiding. Enough hiding. There is no reason. There is no reason to be put in a position by somebody and then to just, I don't need you no more. It's none of your business what I'm doing. No. It is our business. It is our business. You all need to see that. And the sooner you all see that, the better. The faster we can work together. You can help with some ideas, just like I can. It's not wrong to give our input. It's not wrong to speak our voice. It's just not. I just need you all to get that. It's not wrong. It's what we need to do. It has to be done. Nobody else is saying anything to these people running our reservation illegally. Mr. Aguilar, we've asked numerous times. I mean, it's been a couple of weeks now. Even before then, even before this live, this public, information, putting it out there, letting everybody know what's really going on. Even before that, we've been asking, Mr. Aguilar, explain these criminal charges. Explain how you were able to run. Explain how we have Mr. Cervantes sitting as a director of conservation. How is this okay? How are we doing this? Nelva, can you explain to me, because people keep saying I need to stop saying Nelva. Nelva has no say. Nelva has no power. And if that's so, Nelva, then speak up. Get your power back. If this is really the truth, you don't have any say. You literally just sit there every day and nod your head yes to this. If you cannot stand up for your people and enforce what you were hired to do, I'm pretty sure, and if not, we still need to know. I've asked what you were hired to do, Nelva. I have asked repeatedly, what were you hired to do and what are we paying you for? If we are sitting here fighting against this plant so hard, what are you doing, Nelva? What are you doing? All these people that just say, how funny, she's fighting for a plant. No. I'm fighting for my rights. You all should see that. But these people that comment and go back and forth and won't show their face, you kind of can guess who they are. I mean, it's real obvious. And I really don't have any more time for that. They can continue to defend these people. I could give two chomps, man. It's just two people. It's pretty obvious who they are. They are so repetitive. And that's fine. They did bring up good points. And they should see that. These are good things that need to be talked about, need to be discussed. But nobody's discussing them. Nobody's asking our council members to answer. And I don't understand why our council is just ignoring it. How are you going to ignore your people? I mean, how are you going to ignore them? You didn't ignore them when you wanted their vote. You were standing there telling them all this stuff that you were going to do for them. Where's that stuff? Where is all the promises? I remember Alfred's. I remember one of Alfred's talks. I'm going to do more for the people, get some more money for them. Let's do some more, give them some money. And that's fine. it's not just about the money. It's about communicating, about including your people, respecting their rights, their thoughts, their input. There are other reservations that have open forums, you know, especially when they go into their meetings, they open it so nothing is a question. Nothing's questioned. Their people are asked about these big decisions, these big changes. They're asked before anything is done for their input. Can you understand how that must make them feel as a person, as a tribe? It must make them feel really important that their leaders want their input, that their leaders respect their input, especially when it comes to something they have no right doing. They're not doctors or psychiatrists, but they're playing that. Do you realize that, Nelva? Do you realize that, Judge Dahl, Gabe, council members, all of you, you allowed for this bill to be signed. We're allowing for this judge to literally violate not just my rights, but so many of our people's rights. Just to our face. So it's just insane that we're allowing this. You know, tomorrow is my court hearing because I'm such a violent person. A court hearing for something I have a right, every right to do, every right. But, I know, Miss Ticina Jenny. I have heard of too many cases of Mr. Kleinkohl, Judge Kleinkohl, just no evidence, taking these babies. Any other judges that have no evidence against any of your cases and just acting on one side, you all need to report that. You need to fight that. I wasn't exactly like, you know, the most knowledgeable in this code. I knew the basics. And shame on me. Shame on me for not knowing more. For sitting in that office with that liar and allowing him to sit there and question me about my supervisors and then turn around and terminate me. And yes, it is my right to complain when I was terminated for cyberbullying, but my assistant director can go and just beat somebody. Oh, public affray. Can commit public affray and be put back to work. Full pay, and then have the nerve to have a staff meeting and tell me the following weekend that you all need to make sure you represent the office. Remember that. And then to hire back a man who has a lot to do with a lot of money coming in, a lot of money. This is a huge, you know, it brings in a lot of money for our people, these hunts. And then to just have this man go on one of his drunken drives, one of. Are you all aware that these in cameras can show you everything? Because I feel like these directors forget that. Or maybe it's because they can do as they please with them. I don't know. Maybe it's because we just bring them back so easily. Do you all see, like, any of this? I have a couple of people here. Let's see. It'll help to add people. It's hard to hear when I add people, but it's good. It's good to have everyone's input, whether it's good or not, but every input is good, I guess, because we need to know what's going on, what we can do, how we can fix it for our people. You all say that I talk about elders and respect, and yada yada. Sit with them, listen to them. Their voice matters. They taught us. They taught us. They brought us this far. Listen to what they have to say. It's so sad that I have to justify the things I'm doing or explain just the fact that these are our rights, just explaining them. The fact that if I want to smoke my weed or anything, I have to leave my own reservation, my land, my land that I was put on by a white man. I have to leave it and go and smoke it off the reservation. And I shouldn't have to move to do that. No. All of you saying, move, move. I shouldn't have to move. All these people taking prescription pills, they don't move. All these alcoholics, they don't move. No. That's your solution. If she moves, we don't have to hear her. No. No, I'll still be here. Move me to Alaska. I'll still be here. I'll still be talking. I'll still be telling you all your codes. And I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight until I can sit in my own home and smoke my medicine. I can actually sit in my own home, my porch, whatever, and smoke my medicine without worrying about going to prison. Like I murdered somebody, like I did something wrong, like I beat someone with a Pulaski, like I wrecked a pumper while I was drunk, like I overdosed. No, no, how dare you all treat me like that? How dare you all treat me like I've had to be pumped full of charcoal? How dare you all treat me like that? So tomorrow, I'm going to have to go in and I'm going to fight for just my plain right to practice my freedom of speech. But I will fight. I will fight. I will not allow such a violent person to label me as a violent person. Mr. Cervantes, we've asked for your background in your office. I think it's just so insane that I've been to a training in your office to do this, to pull backgrounds. Let's start with yours now. Let's bring yours. You should have yours at court tomorrow to prove it, to prove that what I'm saying is slanderous. Let's see if you bring your background so we can show who's dangerous. I was also told that I assaulted someone by throwing a pen at them. Miss Roberta Frizzell, your pen is still laying by my doghouse. If you would like it, come get it. I have no reason to keep that pen knowing you touched it. So no, when I asked you if you wanted your pen and you said, no, I don't want it, I just threw it at my dogs. Let them have it because that's where it goes. That's where it goes. All of you saying I assault you or I fear you or you're afraid of me, whatever. No. I don't care. If I'm going to assault you, I'm going to make sure and make it worth it. Plain and simple. But I don't have time to waste my time on people like that. People that are already getting away with enough. Miss Frizzell over here working whenever she wants. I just do special events. That's nice. That's really nice that you can just come on and do special events. All these people, all these people with 2 jobs, but we can't go and help our own people. 2 jobs. Frizzell, our COO, he's running his inn and casino and his ski area. He's also got condos. So there's his 2 jobs. I just listed Miss Frizzell's. Mrs. Aguilar, she is a victims advocate, and she's also a school board, employed by the school board. Is that 2 jobs? We discussed our council members with our 2 jobs. Who else, you all? I still need to know who is the security for the sawmill, because I'm told that that person has 2 jobs. So who is that? Who's that? Who is that person? All of these people that have these double jobs, why do they need another job? Why? Have any of you ever went to the inn and asked for just a part-time job just to be called during special events? Do any of you have that privilege? Because I understand she's had that for a while. But I understand we employ quite a bit of his siblings, his family. So you all continue to fight. You all can also continue to judge or comment or whatever it is you do. Even you without the faces. It's good to see that I reach so many, just different types, I guess. Everybody, friend or not, frenemies, I guess, because you all are my devoted followers. So I guess you can say frenemies. I do like the content. I do like some of the things you bring up because they're important. They do need to be addressed. They do need to be answered. Just like your questions, my questions need to be answered as well. You asked about Mr. Martinez. I didn't read your entire post, but man, you put some interesting stuff. You mentioned Jen, and that's good. All of that needs to be looked into, including the violation. Who does the HIPAA? Who looks into that to make sure that all of this is kept confidential? Because our COVID tests are not confidential. Just things like that. The whole thing, the whole council, all of you leaders, you election board, the election board just needs to go, because man, it's just right there, just needs to go. I've gone over our Constitution numerous times, our freedom of speech, Article 5, numerous times. It's also in our code. In Rights of Indians, Section 11. I mean, it's just everywhere. It's just everywhere that it's just being violated towards all of us, not just myself. But I'm really excited for tomorrow. I have high hopes for tomorrow. Yes, everyone on election board, do they have 2 jobs as well? It's just enough. It's just enough feeding these people who are already being fed, while we have others out there who want to be fed too, who are waiting to go to work, but are being replaced with non-tribals or with people who already have jobs. How are you for your people if you won't hire your people? How are you for your people, but you won't hire your people? Oh, yes. Mr. Larry Dennis was brought up to my attention today. Now, I don't know if you all are aware of Mr. Dennis, but he's been in a few, you know, in and out. He'll be in a relationship and just leave and go, while in one relationship, go start another. So I thought it was funny that this man used the language he did towards me. But maybe he should turn it around and just face that mirror towards him and talk to himself. Mr. Dennis, I wasn't talking about why am I not getting lobster or shrimp. My point was, why are these kids getting frozen foods when all these other reservations are giving their babies good foods? Ruffles, pizzas, what did they have? Oranges, strawberries. They didn't have nothing frozen. No packages frozen and already open or with freezer burn. No, they had good items. They had goodie bags. That's my point, Mr. Dennis. Before you speak, know what you're speaking of. You might be fine settling for that, but you shouldn't be, because your stepchildren get the same thing, and it's horrible food, and I know you know this. All of you, I'm sure all of you see the food our babies get. And then I have pictures. I'll post these pictures. I'll post these pictures when I get off of here of how well these other tribes are really, really taking care of their kids, you know, because our president talks about how our kids are so important. But here's a point. Here's one right here. Right here. Gabe, do you eat these food boxes? The ones the school gives to our babies, or the ones that you all give out? We get good food boxes, we do. The point is, why aren't we getting better? Because they're not suffering. Gabe, are you suffering? Are you going without? Do you eat those? Do you eat that bag taco meat? Do you stick that bag of taco meat in some boiled water, hoping it'll dissolve and start to look normal enough to eat? Dump it in a pan and hope that... I'm sure you don't. I'm sure you don't. That is my point, Mr. Larry Dennis. The next time you address me and you want to talk about me in such a manner, you should probably tag me. It doesn't surprise me that you would refer to me in that manner or with that name, considering your past. You all need to start learning your rights. And every day I'll come on here and I'll go over them. Every day I'm just going to start just reading something out of here. Because it's important for us to know this. It is so important for us. We wouldn't even be sitting here if our rights were considered. If we were considered, just period, just if we were considered. I will not allow this ridiculous judge to continue this. No, Judge Dahl, I will fight you to the end until you're back home on your land, changing those laws, ruining their lives. Nelva, you can go. You can go with her, help her, guide her. You know what you're supposed to be doing here. Make sure she doesn't do wrong there. I would love to stand in front of you all in my council chambers. I keep saying you alls, but that's mine. That's all of ours. All of our chambers, not just theirs. And ask you this to your face. Every one of you. Tyner and Frizzell included. Nelva's always there, so. Sharon, I'd love all of you to be in there so I could ask you all myself about these serious things. I won't feed my kids that stuff. I told them to stop sending us those boxes because my kids will eat fresh food. Yep, me too. But when they do bring them, I usually just give them to my dogs. Half of those frozen packets are already torn open with freezer burn, so I can't give those to my babies. Y'all crazy. Just sitting here allowing it. You all want to talk about me and address me, people, show me and I will address it. I will address it. Mr. Dennis, if I see you in person and you want to address it, let's address it because I know what I am and I'm not that. I have come a long, long way, and gotten through a lot of things in my life. To have these people tell me that I'm going to stop a medication, that I'm going to go to jail for it, you're not. You're not. And all of you that say, well, why don't you fix it? I am. I'm going to try my hardest to fix it. I will try my hardest to fix it. These are my people. You all are my people, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not, we're all Apache strong. Whether your nose is brown or not. Thank you very much, Miss Joe Sunshine. I appreciate that. Let's see what she's saying here. So we can go ahead and check this. So yeah. Tomorrow's my big court day. I've been looking forward to this. I think I've been so excited that I keep saying tomorrow. I have court tomorrow. But I was days ahead. I was just looking forward to it, I guess. I don't think I've ever looked forward to court so much. Just because of the fact that these are my people. No member shall be denied freedom of speech, freedom of conscious speech, religion, association, or assembly, nor shall be denied the right to petition the tribal council for the redress of grievance against the tribe. Article 5 of the Constitution Bill of Rights. I don't understand how you all don't hear that, how you all don't. How you don't hear it, how you don't see it. But I do. And so many more of us do. And we're going to keep fighting until we fix our reservation, until we get these felons out and have them start answering for all the things that they've done, all the things that they've allowed to be done. And we got to fix their mistakes and get our reservation back. Bring pride back to our people. I'm tired of going to other reservations and being told the craziest things. Oh, that's her tribe. No, it is not her tribe. When you go to another reservation and you hear that about your president, it's just like, man, how embarrassing. How embarrassing. We didn't vote her in, we voted him in. And now That's what you hear when you go to other places. You work at another reservation, another casino. We're not going to work like IMG, like Mescalero people. That's their training. And we need to turn that around. We need to bring that pride that Wendell had here, what we had here when he was here. We need to bring that back. Um, he did a lot for his people. And that's what we need. We need that. We don't need broken promises and lies, more lies over more lies. We've asked for truth and we just can't get it. We just cannot get it. It's just something they are not willing to do. The council was presented with Gabe's felonies and asked to move on it, to act on it. And it just makes you wonder why they haven't, and why they haven't addressed their people regarding this issue, knowing that, we're waiting. We're waiting to hear a response from you all, to hear why you all are allowing him to sit there. If you're going to allow him to sit there, then you need to explain why. Because those are serious, serious claims there. That paper you're holding, that you're just leaving ignored. It's scary how you all are allowing a reservation to be run. But, times are changing. Elections coming. It's time for us to change this. It's time, I guess, for me to prove them wrong, because they don't want to prove me wrong. So all this prove me wrong shows you all have no idea. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning of our fight. This is just to wake you all up and to make you aware of all of these things being done wrong. All of you that have been fired for DUWIs, for fighting, for adultery, for domestic, whatever it is. No. You are all fired for something that these other people aren't. We literally looked for people with backgrounds to meet their background and brought them in. I kept asking about this Marlon Stevens. Housing is so big for me because I have so many tribal members without a home. But the funding has been there several times. And then I look up this man who's been terminated already. But do you all see? We keep bringing these people in, and it's time for someone to start answering for that. Whether it's Mr. Aguilar, whether it's my bio father you all love to throw out there, the council, bring these questions out and make them answer. We have that right to know. There is no reason for them to keep us in the dark, especially if he uses this Facebook platform to update us. Tyner put himself out there on Facebook, social media, as a public official, this big old public official. Nelva, all of you, use this. If you don't want to face me face to face, or any of us, then go live. Go live and respond that way. Dang, man, something's got to give. I'm going to go to bed because I have a busy day tomorrow, a day I've been looking forward to since they've been sticking those crazy papers on my door. I kept thinking, I wonder who's this for? Only to find out that it's from one of the most violent ones. And if you're not, I guess we'll see tomorrow, because, you know, you're saying I'm committing slander. So let's see your background. I'm so excited to see your background. Say that I'm not, or I am lying. You all have a good night. I'll see you bright and early before my hearing. And oh, my mom will probably go live from my hearing, or somebody, because it's all right, you all. It's all right to do this. Everyone needs to know all this wrong that's being done. I'm only beginning. So y'all that love to see my receding hairline, see that? My great teeth. Oh, my ridiculous eyebrows. I guess I could start to fix those, huh? Let's see. Since I'm not going nowhere, we'll see if I'll fix them for you, okay? But you seem to like it now anyway, so I don't know if I want to change it. But I'll see you all bright and early tomorrow morning. God bless. I keep forgetting. Apache strong. Apache strong. Every day is a good day to be Mescalero Apache strong. Bright and early tomorrow morning. My court hearing's at 10:30, you all. 10:30. Any of you want to come down and support me? Come down. Let them know we have a voice. That these are our rights, okay? I'll see you all.